I'm Mathilda Chua, and I will be performing a monologue from Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1, Portia's monologue. The quality of mercy is not strained, it droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven, and blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest it becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above this sceptred sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself, and earthly power doth then show like as God's, when mercy seasons justice. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy plea, consider this, that in the course of justice none of us should see salvation. We do pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the deeds of mercy. I have spoken thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea, which, if thou should follow this strict court of Venice, must needs give sentence against the merchant there. Okay, so in a Shakespeare monologue, basically all you need to do is, everything's in the word itself, so all you need to do is look out for certain action words, like in the first line, the quality of mercy is not strained, the emphasis should be placed on not, because that's the point that Portia's trying to get across. Also look out for a lot of antithesis. Shakespeare was a very this and that kind of writer, so words that have very varying ideas normally would be held in contrast to each other, so those words are important and you should hit them as well. Also look out for ladders. Shakespeare was a big fan of building up to a major point. So for example, in this particular monologue, when he starts talking about the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings, and mercy is above this sceptred sway. Clearly here the big idea is mercy, and he's slowly building up to how grand of an idea that particularly is, which is a ladder in itself, so you should take note of that definitely. And Shakespeare used a lot of alliteration, so basically here it's should see salvation, sceptred sway, that's sibilant alliteration, which is very prevalent in this monologue. Assonance is also a big deal in Shakespeare's work, and one thing that I really like to use, like other than all the linguistic tips that are shown here, is that you've got to really understand Portia's circumstance in this situation, like where she's coming from, why she's rushing in here to spew this entire spiel of justice and mercy, and why it's so important to her, and what's at stake for her if she doesn't manage to convince people. Yeah, and just like living and breathing, and like all the linguistic work is supposed to support the primary acting work, which is that.